Hey, welcome to another heavy metal diecast video. So today's bad boy we've got here is the Lockheed U-2 Dragon Lady by Hobbymaster, 1/72nd scale diecast. So the U-2, this was a Cold War era high altitude reconnaissance aircraft operated by the United States Air Force, and it was also used by the CIA. It was introduced into service in 1956, and it provided valuable intelligence during the Cold War period. It still remains in active service, although to a lesser degree due to the use of satellites these days and everything like that. But it was used during the Iraq and Afghanistan campaigns. It was produced from 1955 to 1989, and around 104 aircraft have been made in all variants. So we'll get this bad boy open. Its latest upgrade was in, say, 2012, and to keep it up to date with the modern advancements in technologies and different changes. So, as you can see, it's got a nice protective foam box. But this is one of the very few aircraft to actually have served the United States Air Force for over 50 years. So we'll get these little modules off. It has these little modules and plastic spots on the side. So I'll quickly whack those off. As you can see, it comes with a stand and a set of instructions. It's the general Hobbymaster deal. And there she is. I bought this second hand actually, but it was brand new still in the box, so second hand in somebody's tissues to make sure it got to me pretty safe and undamaged. But it does come with the usual sort of things, the undercarriage, little pilot figure, choice to have the canopy open and everything like that. And some other little extra accessory pieces. But what we'll do is we'll get this this Dragon Lady out. So try and pop that out, and that's the way. It is a pretty impressive aircraft. I mean, it's not hugely weighty, but I mean, its wingspan is quite large. You can do the sausage finger test and you can see how large this is. What we'll do is we'll have a look at some details for you. Try and get those details nice and clear. I mean, the panel lines and everything, really, really nice. It doesn't have a huge amount of sort of markings or anything like that, which you would expect, obviously, for a reconnaissance or, inverted commas, spy aircraft. You don't exactly want to advertise who or where it's from when you're over somebody else's country. We'll flip her over on its back. We'll have a little look here. So as you can see, there's even less markings here. So that's for one of the little landing gear wheels that help balance the aircraft out. It actually lands without any wheels here. It just has the wheels through the center of the fuselage. And on these tips here, wing tips, it's actually got, I think, titanium. So it needs to be helped when it's landing with sort of a follow car to help it land. And when it does land, if it does scrape on the runway, it's got these special titanium sort of parts on the wing tips, so it doesn't actually damage anything. And people sort of come up and put these little undercarriage pieces on there. So speaking of undercarriage, what I'll do is I'll chuck the undercarriage on, and I'll show you with some undercarriage on, but I'll do that quickly off camera for you. Back in 1 second. So as you can see here, we've got the landing gear on. We've got the main landing gear here that runs through the fuselage, and it's got those little side wing landing gears that I was talking about that need to be put back on when the aircraft lands. There are usually attendants that will run under the wing and lift up one side and whack these up underneath, and the same on the other side, whack one underneath, so the wings will be sitting stable on the ground. So what we'll do is we'll, speaking of that, let's show you what it's like if you're going to put it on the ground and gently done. So that's as she sits. If you didn't want to display it on the stand, It does, balance, just sit nicely. I mean, once you get it in a display cabinet and everything like that, it'll sit there beautifully. It's definitely got some presence on the shelf. It takes up a fair bit of room. You can see the size of that, but it does come with a little stand. It does have those little details about the aircraft on there. The old Dragon Lady. We won't mention anyone's, wives or anything like that. But you can just pick this beast up, flip her over, and it's got that little slot here, and then you can just chuck the stand in. Really straightforward. And then, bang, done. Job done, as I like to say. But yeah, no, it's a definitely pretty cool unit. I definitely like it. I have no regrets of purchasing this one. As I said, I bought this second hand, and that was $195, including the postage to me as well. I definitely think it's a very, very nice rendition of the aircraft. As I said, very straightforward. It's just got a little bit of tail markings on the back, some no steps pad printing on the wingtips here and there. But apart from that, that's pretty much the only markings. Just a couple little markings on the fuselage. But it's a very sort of plain aircraft. But the satin black is a really nice finish. It's nice and thick, very, very clear. It doesn't look thin at all. I think it's really, really cool. But I definitely think it's a very good rendition of a very unusual aircraft, very job-specific aircraft. So, and as I was, this is one of the longest-serving aircraft that the United States Air Force has been running. It's one of the very few aircraft that the United States Air Force has been using for well over 50 years. So, yeah, all right, guys, I'll keep it at that. So this is the Lockheed U-2 Dragon Lady. So it's not the band, but it is the U-2 Dragon Lady by Lockheed Martin in 1/72 scale diecast by Hobbymaster. All right, guys, thank you very much. And you know the deal. Upon the conclusion of this video, I will whack up some stills without my sausage fingers in the way. And you can check out this bad boy in all its glory. And yeah, if you can spare those couple of seconds, give us a like. That'd be fantastic. And even subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Cheers.